right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, with this being the last episode, we are going to finish it out and see if anybody gets drafted, see if anything happens. So let's go ahead and advance the week. Xavier Johnson, with his 10 total tackles, is the ACC Defensive Player of the Week. He's also the National Defensive Player of the Week. Of course, Levi Jean, Offensive Player of the Week. And Bama plays Notre Dame in the championship game. What a game that would have been, as we've absolutely destroyed Notre Dame every time we played them. After advancing the week, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish end up winning the national championship, which means for sure we would have won. What a heartbreaker there. Let's go ahead and advance the week. All right, taking a look at the players leaving. Rizzo's projected to go in the first round. Let's see if they could bring him back. No. Felix projected to go in the first round. Let's see if they can bring him back. No. Barry Mallory projected to go in the third round. Can we bring him back? Yes. And Edmonds, a 7th round pick. We can bring him back as well. Addison graduating. It looks like Devin Lampkin's a 6th round pick. Jeremiah Wells a 5th round pick. And nobody else really leaving for the Lobos other than these two. As Rizzo and Timmy Felix look to be first round picks. Let's go ahead and advance the week. All right, and just like that, we've got our hours allocated as we try to get in these last recruits. Looking at our recruiting class, we are still ranked number 1 in the nation. Looking at the draft results, Rizzo and Felix did go in the first round. Wells ended up going in the 3rd round. And Lampkin and D'Angelo Lang did end up getting drafted as well in the 4th and in the 7th. After advancing the week, a 3-star halfback commits with us, a 3-star quarterback, a 3-star kicker. All right, just like that, we allocate our hours once again, and we're going to advance the week, just trying to finish out our class. All right, and just like that, we've got our hours allocated once again, just trying to get some last final commits. All right, and a 4-star linebacker commits with us. A 4-star linebacker commits with us. And just like that, a 3-star quarterback commits with us. A 3-star quarterback. And here on National Signing Day, it looks like the Lobos brought in a class of 33 new talented individuals. The top recruiting class in all the nation. What an incredible turnaround here. All right, and after advancing the week, it's time to look at our training results. What would our team have looked like in the next season? First things first, our quarterbacks, not very great. as we didn't have anybody really progress. I don't even begin to know who would have been the starter here. I guess we would go with Orlando Dennis. Halfback Taylor Johnson up to a 90 overall. Wide receiver Levi Jean, now the starter. As what a balanced trio this is. Darion Jeffrey, Jeremiah Isaac, and Levi Jean, now all really good. Think out of nowhere, progressing up to a 95 overall. I have absolutely no idea how that happened. Joey DeCeece back in the lineup as we now have a dominant tight end room. Left tackle good. Left guard good. Center good. Right tackle good. Right guard good. And Caleb Hyde up to an 86. Our defensive line looks incredible. Lots of talented guys here. Our linebackers look pretty good. This would have definitely been one of the best Lobo teams. This secondary is absolutely amazing, absolutely disgusting. Speed, coverage, everything that you could want from a secondary. With lots of, this is just pure depth. Finally, a team that I feel really could have done something. Free safety is really good. Kuhn finally up in overall. He would be the one to take over next year, probably. Our kicker didn't progress, and we don't have a punter. On the team, we have a rookie punter. Let's advance the week. All right, and here in the preseason, we advanced for the Lobos. A bye here in the first week. We are going to go ahead and look at the depth chart. Now, after reordering the depth chart and making sure our best players are in at all their positions, we are going to advance to the end of the year and see what the Lobos do in this final season, as we just want to see how Taylor Johnson does. All right, and in the year that we simulated, the Lobos did actually end up going to the national championship and winning it, as it was an impressive game, a 35-21 win, as the Lobos recovered in the season without us, the season without Jeremiah Wells, and scored another national championship win. Taking a look at the award winners. Looks like the best quarterback in the league was Orlando Dennis. I don't know how that happened. Our 82 overall. No defensive players. Gaskin, the best corner. Taylor Johnson, the best running back. Orlando Dennis had an absolutely insane year, I'm guessing. Fink was the best tight end. What a great year for the Lobos. Taking a look at the college football bracket just to see how it all shook down. So the Lobos had a bye. They beat Boise State. No, they didn't. They started their playoff journey all the way in the 6th seed. They beat NC State. Then they beat Boise State. Then they beat Notre Dame. And then won the national championship. The second national championship in school history. What an absolute journey. Taking a look at the All-Americans. A list filled with Lobos, as we're one of the best teams. Lots of guys out here. Some good freshmen here too. Taking a look at our roster at the end of the year. Think a 95 overall. Just a lot of talented guys. Taylor Johnson got up to a 91. I mean, these guys are such a talented team that we put together here. Taking a look at the Heisman winner. No Lobos in the Heisman race. All right, looking at the players leaving after this final season. Fink projected to go in the first round. We lost him. Hooks projected to go in the first round. We lost him. Gaskin projected to go in the 6th round. We brought him back. Edmonds went in the 5th round. Miles Stock in the 2nd. Taylor Johnson in the 2nd. DiMaggio in the 7th. Valos in the 2nd. Cromier in the 1st. Barry Mallory in the 3rd. Jeffries in the 7th. And Levi Jean in the 3rd. As a talented Lobo team came down to the end. And after advancing the week, Fink, Cormier, Hooks, all in the 1st round. Taylor Johnson, an early 2nd round pick. Valos, a 2nd round pick. Stock, a 2nd round pick. Mallory, a 2nd round pick. Jean, Edmonds, 2 3rd round picks. Jeffries, a 5th round pick. 2 6th round picks and 3 7th round picks as the final batch of Lobos that Ricky Mathis coached on the field churned out. One heck of a class. A lot of players drafted. The Lobos an official 5-star. The recruiting class without us. Not in the top. So we really fell off. The recruiting class without us at the helm, making all the decisions. The Lobos were the 70th ranked recruiting class, only bringing in 8 4-stars. What an awful recruiting class. We've still got some guys on our board, but this is a terrible recruiting class. And on signing day, the Lobos ended up with a number 29 ranked class, so they were able to get some more players, but still, nonetheless, not a great class compared to what we were used to. Looking at the record book here, Taylor Johnson did end up being the all-time rushing yard champion in all of college football. Of course, Emmanuel Johnson as well. Looking at the ACC, Taylor Johnson, Jeremiah Wells, Emmanuel Johnson, Miguel Smoker. And if we take a look directly at the career records for just New Mexico, everything except for these 2 right here are us, as Wells and Taylor Johnson had 2 heck of a careers. D'Angelo Lang, Emmanuel Johnson, some great Lobos over the years. Looking at the season records, nothing there, but Taylor Johnson's 2,281-yard rushing season was pretty close. Barry Mallory's 26-sack season. I believe that was a national record. It was. Just a great overall thing. And in the game, Taylor Johnson, he's our last one. Our Lobos. Orlando Dennis had one heck of a season without us. Almost threw for 4,000 yards. Taylor Johnson, Levi Jean, Sullivan. All of these records happening for us during our tenure as head coach. What an incredible end for the Lobos. All of this coming to fruition. All right, and after advancing one final season, just to kind of see where things ended up, our Lobos ended up 8-5 this time. Definitely not where we wanted to be. I'm taking a look at the college football bracket. We didn't even make the championship tournaments this year. Everything doesn't look that great now. Looking at our coaching contract, we did win a bowl game, but just 8 wins, not that good, not impressive. Advancing into the final offseason, as these are all really the players we care about. A lot of players coming back. I was able to get those guys. It looks like we've got some first-round picks. Jeremiah Isaacs, a fourth-round pick. Some guys, possibly going in the first round. Here in the draft, it looks like Hasty went in the first. Vildor went in the first. Our two left tackles. Chad, he ended up going in the second. Isaacs in the third. And DeCeasy got picked in the 7th round. All right, and on National Signing Day at the end of the second sim season, the Lobos did finally get back into some top 5 recruiting as they look to get back on the board. All right, and the Lobos didn't have the best year here either. Did we make it into the college football playoffs? No, we did not. So definitely a fall from grace after that one year that we had. Taking a look at the players leaving. Looks like we do have some guys that we remember. Hyde, Mundy, Gaskin, Gonzalez, Adai, all going pro. This is the final offseason for the Lobos, as this is our last class, our freshman class that we had brought up. Taking a look at the draft, Hyde did go in the first round. Rinbolt did go in the first round. Adai in the second. Gonzalez in the second. Gaskin in the fourth. Mundy in the fifth. Wayne in the sixth. And Price in the sixth. So still a lot of Lobos being drafted. Still, our team's still able to turn out talent, even without the direct influence of Coach Ricky Mathis. As we turn and we look at the coach stats, Coach Ricky Mathis, the most winningest coach in all of college football. 129, 31. He's also got the best win percentage. Almost the most winning seasons. One of the best playoff records. One of the best playoff win percentages. The most national championships. The most conference championships. 12 first-round draft picks. 39 players drafted total. 5 top 5 recruiting classes. So one of the best coaches of all time. All right, so that'll do it for us here as the Lobos don't look like they have a good future in sight, but Coach Ricky Mathis led this team to an incredible dynasty that ended up winning 2 national championships, going to 3, as they were one of the best teams in all of college football, one of the best new programs. What a great series. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.